I just cleaned this. We got some Pineapple Express and OG cookie crumble. And as a reward, I'm gonna make some nachos. All right, this is a lot of stuff. I might throw it at you really fast. So, Chipotle's in adobo, garlic, onion. Process those up, saute the garlic and onion. Whole onion in the pot. 4 cloves of garlic in the pot. All right, from most to least important, chili powder, cumin, paprika, cayenne pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, black pepper, and salt. We're gonna add all of these into the pot. Once it starts to get nice and golden brown, that's when you're gonna add your spices, okay? I dumped them out on a plate. Bam, right in. Add just enough oil that the spices aren't quite sticking to the bottom of the pan, and keep stirring it for about a minute to toast them. That's when I'm gonna go in with 2 of these chipotle peppers. There's 1 and 2. I'm gonna fill the empty jars up with water and I'm gonna add those as well. You're gonna let that simmer for a couple minutes. Then you're gonna grab your trusty pressure cooker. I'm gonna make some beans. For every 1 pound of bean, you need 3 cups of water into the pressure cooker. Those are gonna go in the pressure cooker for about 40 minutes. Then you're gonna take that chipotle mixture that you had in the stove and you're gonna put it in the blender and then in a Ziploc bag. My phone died, so I lost the recording of me actually blending it. It's gonna leave you with this chipotle marinade that you can stick in your freezer, have whenever you need it. You only need a little bit for the chicken. I'd say probably about a 1/4 cup for 1 chicken breast. Chopped up 2 chicken breasts for me and my girlfriend tonight, and that's what I'm gonna marinate for the nachos. So I've got those sitting in a Ziploc bag with some of that marinade. I'm gonna make sure they're nicely coated, and then I'm gonna just let those sit for a little bit in the fridge, probably about an hour or 2, up to overnight. For a minute, I'd like to talk about what I'm gonna put on top of my nachos. This is some homemade nacho cheese sauce, and if you want that recipe, I can definitely give it to you in another video, as well as home pickled red onions and home pickled jalapenos. Obviously, you can get those at the store as well, but I think they taste a little bit better homemade. This is some pepper jack and Colby Jack cheese to shred on top, as well as the nacho cheese, just to give it a little bit more structure because it is a wet cheese sauce. And then some sour cream on top. You're going to take and finely dice some onion and some bell pepper. And then once again, we're going to saute that until fragrant and translucent. We're going to go in with the same spices as earlier in the video. Stir that shit up. And then I'm going to add a touch of water and just turn that down to low until my beans are done. So once your beans are done, you're going to add your peppers and onion mixture to that. I got that all mixed up, and I'm just going to let that stay warm for a couple hours to keep absorbing liquid. We're going to get all our chicken nice and seared. For the assembly, I like to layer it, so I do a layer of chips, a layer of chicken, then a layer of cheese. I have pepper jack, Colby Jack, and then I have some of that nacho cheese. Another layer of chips, meat, cheese, and then we're going to come in with the beans and take this whole thing and stick it in the oven at 350. Just until everything gets nice and gooey. Finish it off by topping it with pickled jalapeno, red onion, and sour cream when it's out of the oven.